They say it's like shooting a speeding bullet with another speeding bullet. That's how experts are describing the Navy's plan to shoot down a satellite with an interceptor missile. It's a shot that they're hoping to take later on tonight. The military says this is in the public interest. Oh, yeah, because of safety. Bull crap. We've had these things fall out of the sky before. No, this one's loaded with toxic kind of stuff in there, and that's really, and satellite, falling out of space. It's happened with that toxic stuff, and we've had Skylab fall on our head. Come on. Some would say, and that would be me, that the only reason why we're doing this is to show that we can shoot a missile out of the sky. We're sending a signal. China shot down a weather satellite just over a year ago, which ain't that tough compared to what we're about to do. Russia is threatening to restart the Cold War arms race, and this is a show of strength. We make it clear to Iran, China, and Russia, don't mess with us or Europe, because our missile shield will work. That is, unless it doesn't, and then I am fresh out of answers. We're in trouble. Michael Kamatos is the author of Space Wars. Mike, this satellite, real danger?
There is a possibility. You stated correctly when you say that we've had lots of satellites fall, lots of dangerous propellants hit the Earth. In fact, there's been about 328 entries. There's not a single death.
I remember when Skylab was the size of a house coming out of the sky. I don't remember when it crashed. We're doing this to send a message, are we not?
Those are your words. I'll tell you what I think, Glenn. I think that this is an unscripted opportunity. It's not something that was established ahead of time to say, let's go send this message.
Oh, no. Hang on. I'm not saying that we put this billion-dollar or whatever it is, multi-billion-dollar satellite up there knowing that it wouldn't work. We see this and we're thinking, let's send everybody a message that we can shoot a missile out of the sky. Because that's what this is. This is not what China did, right or wrong.
This is not what China did, and I think you're using the right connotation by saying shoot a missile or have a missile run into ours, because it is more about a ballistic missile reentry than it is about shooting down an orbiting satellite.
And isn't this the way our missile shield would work?
Very similar. Very similar. And I think there's an important point you make by using the term that you used, missile, and that is orbiting satellites in low Earth orbit, or say between 200 to 900 miles. This shot will take place at about 150 miles. To give some perspective, recall the Chinese anti-satellite test of last year, Glenn?
Yes.
That was at 517 miles. So at 150 miles, you're nearing reentry. In fact, we should see reentry no later than, say, March 6th or so. So we have a couple of windows of opportunity here. And the idea that this is an anti-satellite test is not as technically analogous as it is testing a capability for ballistic missile reentry.
I mean, look, we just had Russia threaten Cold War. They just said, hey, there's another arms race is going on, another Cold War is starting. They're threatening us with another Cold War because we want to put our missile shield closer to them. We want to put it into Eastern Europe, and they want nothing to do with it. Isn't this the perfect way to say, go ahead, start your own arms race. You've got a lot of catching up to do because, look, we can fire your missiles right out of the sky.
Back to that unintended or unscripted opportunity. Right. I certainly believe that there are folks who would look at this and say, it's important that we take a chance where we can. Well, one thing to keep in mind here, we went very public about this, and this is very interesting because, as you know, we have not been fully successful in some of the initial tests, although the Navy's standard missile is, I believe it's about 12 for 14 right now. But this is not one of these where you've had weeks to set up a controlled test environment. This is an uncontrolled environment.
I honestly don't know. It sends a great message if it works. If it doesn't work, it's not really, it's not really that great. And then, we got the bus falling on us with thorazine all over everybody, or whatever it is.
It's hydrazine.
Yeah,
but that's the interesting aspect, is that we've been so public about making this test. We've gone around the world from both diplomatic as well as news cycles to talk about it, but we've really set ourselves up in a very open forum here, and there is uncertainty.
Michael, I read your book. I don't even know when it came out, about a year and a half ago. Fantastic
Came out
book.
about a year ago.
Called Space Wars, and it's fantastic. Thank you very much. Now,